Hi students, welcome back to online plus 2 chemistry classes. We were studying about the chapter surface chemistry. In today's class, we will discuss the most important topic, the cleansing action of soap. Okay, the cleansing action of soap we will discuss today. We have already studied about associated colloids. Do you remember associated colloids? Some of the substances at low concentration will behave as normal strong electrolytes, but they at high concentrations or at a different temperature they will behave like a colloidal nature due to the formation of aggregates. And these aggregated particles are called as micelles. Some of the substances at higher concentration will behave as colloids or form aggregates, and that aggregates are known as micelles. We also studied about Kraft temperature. What is Kraft temperature? A particular temperature above which the colloidal formation takes place is called as Kraft temperature. It is represented by what? Tk. That is Kraft temperature. Temperature above which colloidal formation takes place is called as what? Tk. Okay. Next is critical micelle concentration. That is the concentration above which the aggregates formation takes place or the micelle formation takes place. Particular temperature above which micelle formation takes place is called as critical micelle concentration or CMC. These micelles, formation of aggregates are called as what? Micelles. And these micelles have both lyophobic and lyophilic parts. They have both lyophobic and lyophilic parts. Let us study the mechanism of micelle formation, how micelles are formed. The best example of micelle formation is what? Soap solutions. What are soap? Soap is sodium or potassium salt of higher fatty acid. What is soap? It is sodium or potassium salt of higher fatty acids. It is represented as RCOO minus Na plus. Representation is what? RCOO minus Na plus. This is the representation of stearates. Sodium stearate is an example of soap. That is, this is the main content of bar soap, sodium stearates. They are what? They results in the micelle formation. Let us look. When this RCOO minus Na plus is dissolved in water, what we will get? We will get RCOO minus plus Na plus. When this is dissolved in water, this is the representation of soaps. And when it is dissolved in water, we will get RCOO minus and Na plus. This RCOO minus is our matter of concern. We will study about this RCOO minus. This have two parts mainly. One is the hydrophobic alkyl chain. Hydrophobic. It is a hydrophobic chain. Hydrophobic means what? It is water repelling. It is water hating, or we will say it as water repelling. They repels water. They are water repelling part. And this is the polar part or the hydrophilic part. We will say it as hydrophilic. This is the hydrophilic part. Okay. And it is polar also. And this polar part or the charged part, in this polar part there is a charge. We will call it as the head part. The polar part is the head part. Okay. Polar part is the head part. The head with COO minus is polar and also hydrophilic in nature. It is water loving. And the alkyl part is hydrophobic and also water repelling. The polar part is water loving and the non-polar part or the hydrophobic part is water repelling. We can represent it as like this. Like this we can represent it. This is the head part. Okay. This is the head part and this is the tail part. and this tail part is hydrophobic while the head part is hydrophilic or polar in nature. When dissolved in water, what the RCOO minus is a representation of soap that we have studied. When we dissolve it in water, we will get RCOO minus and Na plus. RCOO minus will consist of what? This consists of two parts. First is the hydrophobic and next is the hydrophilic, isn't it? That is, a long hydrocarbon chain R, also called as non-polar tail. That means it does not contain a charge, it is non-polar, which is hydrophobic and water repelling. The first part is what? The R group, that is hydrophobic in nature and it is water repelling. The next part is the polar group or the COO minus group. It is the polar ionic head and it is hydrophilic or water loving in nature. These are the two parts of soap, RCOO minus. At the critical micelle concentration, already studied about critical micelle concentration. The concentration above which micelle formation takes place is called as critical micelle concentration. At this critical micelle concentration, the anions are pulled into the bulk of the solution. What are the anions? RCOO minus. COO minus is the anions. They are pulled into the bulk of the solution and they aggregate to form a spherical shape with their hydrocarbon chains pointing towards the center of the sphere. Hydrocarbon chain, that is the R group, will be towards the center. This is the hydrocarbon chain, isn't it? Hydrocarbon tail, and this is the polar head. What it's called? It aggregates to form a spherical shape with their hydrocarbon chains pointing towards the center of the sphere, like this. Okay, hydrocarbon chain, that is the alkyl group, will be pointing towards the center of the sphere. Like this, a sphere will be formed. Okay. This is the formation of the micelle, and this aggregate thus formed is known as ionic micelle. This ionic micelle will have hundreds of such ions. Hundreds of such ions will come together to aggregate and form what? Ionic micelle. This is the representation that is given in your text. Look, this is what sodium stearate. It consists of an R group. This is the alkyl group, that is the R group. It is what? Hydrophobic, it is non-polar, and also what it is? Water repelling. Hydrophobic tail stearate ion is this, and at the end it has the head part, hydrophilic head part or the water loving head part, that is polar. Okay, we can represent it like this also, the hydrophobic tail and the hydrophilic head. This is the arrangement of stearate ions on the surface of water at low concentration of soap. At low concentration of soap, what happens? This is the water and this is what? The polar chain. The polar part is this, that is the head part. It is water loving, so it will immerse into the water. Okay. And the tail part will be out of the water, that is, it is water hating. This is the condition at low concentrations of soap. Okay, next figure is the arrangement of stearate ions inside the bulk of water. Inside the bulk of water, what happens? Ionic micelle is formed at critical micelle concentration. That means inside the bulk, here it will be what? Dirt. The dirt particles will be here. That will be what? Hydrophobic in nature. So the tail part will be falling like this to form an ionic micelle aggregate. The water loving part, that is CO minus polar head, will be towards the water side. Okay. This is the representation of an ionic cleansing action, formation of an ionic micelle. Look, consider this as a piece of cloth. If this, okay, it is a piece of cloth. Look here, this part is the dirt. If a cloth contains dirt, what happens? when we add soap, this is the stearate ions, RCOO minus ions. Representation is this. This is the polar part and this tail is the non-polar part. That will come and what happens? Forms a what ionic micelle. This is the representation of that ionic micelle. Look here on the dirt, hydrophobic tail will attach, and to the water side, what will be attached to the water side? This polar part or the water loving side will be attached to the water side. And what happens? Stearate ions are arranging around the grease droplet or the dirt. And after that, after agitation, what happens when we agitate the bottle or when we agitate the bucket with the cloth, what happens? The dirt micelle removes the grease and go, and the cloth will be remain there itself. And the soap solution will contain hundreds of such micelle which remove the dirt particles. This is the cleansing action of soap. This is the mechanism how the ionic micelle will be formed. This is the representation of that ionic micelle formed. Okay. The cleansing action of soap is due to the fact that soap molecules form micelles around the oil droplet or the grease or the dirt, we can say. Soap molecules form micelle around the oil droplet in such a way that hydrophobic part means water hating part of the stearate ions is in the oil droplet, and the hydrophilic or the water loving part projects out of the grease droplet like the bristles. Okay, this is the dirt particle. When the stearate ions fall on the dirt particle, the hydrophobic will be holding the dirt, and the hydrophilic part or the charged part will be what? Projecting outwards. That is the second figure. And the third figure is the formation of the ionic micelle. They will form a circular spherical like shape or ionic micelle, and then they will remove that oil particle from the cloth. This is the action of the soap. The polar groups can interact with the water, and the oil droplet surrounded by the stearate ions is now pulled in water and removed from the dirty surface. This is the cleansing action of soap. While there are two parts mainly for the RCOO minus, that is the hydrophobic part and the hydrophilic part. The hydrophobic part will attach to the oil droplets or the grease, and the hydrophilic part will attach to outside the micelle, and there will be the formation of ionic micelle takes place. And by agitating it, so what happens? The dirt along with the micelle will be removed. This is the cleansing action of soap, the mechanism to cleanse the cloth. Okay, hope it's clear for you. That's all for today. Thank you and have a nice day.